Hello everyone. Today, I want to share some helpful tips on how to start speaking English with other people. At first, speaking English might feel a bit hard or intimidating, but remember that it gets easier with practice. Just like learning any new skill, it takes time and effort, so don't worry if it feels difficult in the beginning. The key is to start with simple words and sentences, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process, and it's how we improve. The most important thing is to try and keep going, even if you feel unsure. When you speak to someone in English, one of the best ways to start is with a smile. A smile can do wonders. It shows that you are friendly and open to conversation. Smiling not only helps you feel more at ease, but also makes the other person feel comfortable. A smile can break the ice and make both you and the other person feel more relaxed. When people see you smiling, they are more likely to want to talk to you. Being polite is also very important when talking to others. Politeness shows respect and helps you make a good first impression. If you are polite, people will enjoy speaking with you and will respond positively. For example, when you start a conversation, use simple and kind words such as please and thank you. These small words can make a big difference in how people perceive you. When you meet someone for the first time, starting with a simple greeting is a good idea. You can say hello or hi. These are very common greetings that everyone knows. Once you've said hello, you can ask, how are you? This is a nice way to show that you care about how the other person feels. It's a friendly question that can start a conversation. If they reply with, I'm fine, thank you, or I'm good, it's nice to respond with, and you? This lets them know that you are interested in how they are doing too. If you want to keep the conversation going, try asking simple questions. People love talking about themselves, so questions like, what's your name? Or where are you from? Are great to start with. These questions are easy to understand and answer, which makes the conversation flow naturally. If the person says, my name is Sarah, you can respond with, nice to meet you, Sarah. If they say, I'm from Italy, you can say, wow, Italy is a beautiful country. This shows that you are interested in them, which encourages them to keep talking. Another good question to ask is, what do you do? This question means you want to know about their job or studies. For example, they might answer, I am a student, or I work in a store. If they say they are a student, you can ask, what do you study? If they say they work in a store, you can follow up with, do you like your job? These simple questions can help you learn more about the person and keep the conversation interesting. When someone asks you a question, it's important to answer with a short and simple sentence. For example, if they ask, where are you from? You can say, I am from Japan, or I am from Brazil. After answering, you can ask them the same question back by saying, and you? Where are you from? This helps keep the conversation balanced and moving forward. Talking about the weather is also a good way to keep a conversation going. The weather is a common topic that everyone can talk about. For example, you can say, it's a nice day, or it's very cold today. Most people have something to say about the weather, so it's an easy way to start or continue a conversation. If the other person replies with, yes, it's really nice today, you can respond with, I hope it stays like this for the weekend. If they say, it's so hot today, you can agree by saying, yes, it is. I hope it cools down soon. This helps the conversation feel natural and friendly. If you want to share something about yourself, you can talk about your hobbies and interests. You can say, I like music, or I like to play soccer. These simple phrases are easy to understand and give the other person a chance to relate to you. If the other person also likes music or soccer, you can ask them questions like, what kind of music do you like? Or do you play soccer too? Talking about hobbies is a fun way to find common interests and keep the conversation interesting. Listening carefully is just as important as speaking when you are having a conversation. When you listen, you show that you care about what the other person is saying. If you don't understand something, it's okay to ask them to repeat it. You can say, can you say that again, please? Or sorry, I didn't understand. Most people will be happy to repeat what they said because they know you are learning. Asking someone to repeat something shows that you are trying, which people appreciate. When you're learning, it's okay to use simple words and phrases. You don't need to use difficult or fancy words to express yourself. For example, if you don't know how to say delicious, you can say, "The food is very good." People will still understand you, and that's what matters. It's better to use simple words and be understood than to try to use complicated words and get confused. Keeping things simple helps you feel more confident when speaking. It's also normal to have short pauses during a conversation, so don't be afraid of silence. Sometimes, when you are thinking about what to say, there might be a small pause. This is completely okay and gives you a moment to gather your thoughts. You don't have to rush when you are speaking. Take your time and try to say what you want. The other person will understand and will wait for you. Remember, they know you are learning, and they will appreciate that you are making an effort. When it's time to end a conversation, you can use polite phrases like, "It was nice talking to you," or "I have to go now." These phrases let the other person know that you enjoyed the conversation and that you are leaving in a friendly way. You can also say, "See you later," or "Goodbye," to leave a good impression. Ending a conversation politely makes the other person feel positive about talking to you and leaves the door open for future conversations. Practicing speaking English as much as you can is one of the best ways to get better. The more you practice, the more comfortable you will feel. Try to find friends or people who also want to learn English so you can practice together. Practicing with others can make learning more fun and less stressful. You can also practice by listening to English videos, songs, or podcasts. Listening helps you get used to how words are pronounced and helps you learn new words and phrases. Once you hear a word or phrase, try saying it out loud to practice your pronunciation. Don't worry if you don't know all the words when you're talking to someone. You don't need to have a big vocabulary to start speaking English. Even if you only know a few words, you can still have a simple conversation. Starting small is better than not starting at all. With each conversation, you will learn more and feel more confident. Keep practicing, be patient with yourself, and remember that every small step brings you closer to speaking English fluently.